Hi my dear Flosstube friends, this is Needle Ninja. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another video of Stitch With Me series. So let's not waste any time and let's have some fun together. This is the pattern I was talking about in my last upload, and if you want to know more how I started or why I started it, please check that one out. But basically this is a pattern which I created myself using a program or a free site which called Pic2Pat, which is actually picture to pattern. So this is the original picture here, and I converted this one using that program to the cross stitch pattern. This is the one, and this pattern calls for 30 colors. But because I'm not stitching the background around her, I'm just stitching her beautiful dress and the pose. So I'm not using all the 30 colors, but just all the shades of pink, orange things. Today is the day, I think day 12 from the time I started it, and this is my first upload. And 7 days ago or 8 days ago, and after 9,000 stitches I was this far, and after yesterday I'm this far. So she already has her 2 arms, and now I'll be working on her body and continue stitching the choo-choo, and then there is just 1 leg left. So well, yeah, as you might remember, the deadline for me for giving this as a present is tomorrow. So obviously I'm not gonna make it, right? If I have 1 more week, I think I can make it. But okay, let me start my pattern keeper. And as you can see, I've done already 12,000 stitches, which means stitching 12 days or 11 days, it's pretty great. I think it's 1,000 something stitches per day, so I'm really proud of myself. Yeah, even that I couldn't make it, but I'll figure out somehow. I will send it to her, but I will not see her face when she will get it, but that's okay. Well, okay. So without further ado, let's go for stitching. And one more thing, I was just really wondering, I'm not going to use this part, this grid line anymore, so I would just like to see, you know, the space without the grid lines around her face. So let's do some magic. I'm using the friction pen for the gridding, and I would like to just erase this part. So because it's friction pen which works, which is like the heat will erase it, so let me put the silent mode on and let me erase these grid lines with my dryer. So let's go for it. Voila! Oh, it's beautiful. I'm so happy. It looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. Yay. So I just need to erase this part later because she still needs to have her legs stitched. So anyway, isn't it gorgeous? I think she's really lovely. So let's get to the stitchy time. Happy stitchy time, everyone. So we will work in this part. Okay. I hope you can see nicely. So I'm stitching on a 25 count fabric. This is my favorite fabric from all the fabric. I'm using this fabric for a lot of my projects. And this pattern I'm stitching a 20 by 10 block in 20 by 20 block. No, 20 by 10 block cross country. And what else can I say? I'm using a 2 strands and using the half stitch as I usually do. So I think this is my favorite way of how to stitch. And well, okay, let's go for it. What there is and what there isn't. So I'm picking up the lowest thread there on this block, so it means it's these two, and I like to use the thread which is on the right side. So I will go with this triangle, and I picked the wrong needle. Okay, here we go. So happy stitching, everyone. And there is only one guy, so 1, 2, 3, 4 below. Okay, let's go for the next one. Another triangle. These symbols are a little bit different than I'm used to, than the symbols from Heaven and Earth Design, but Pic2Pat is using symbols which are actually easy to read, and if you have a pattern keeper, well, there is no problem whatsoever. And looks like I didn't mark this one. Which is this dot? And let me check if I didn't mark it as a park thread. I always like to check if I'm correct. No, it's not that one. It's actually 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's this circle. So this circle means color 3031, which I have on my organizer, and it's not that color. Okay. Well, come on, where are we? It's this one. The one I just marked. Okay. 3041. Where is 3041? Why don't I have that? Because, oh, there's the 3041. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Okay, it's this one. So, and now you can see, and this is the thing I wanted to talk about, because I was in a rush to really start fast and, well, have this. No, it's not that one. Come on. No, it was 41. This one. Oh, sorry. Again, panicking when I'm filming. So stitch this one and park it. 1, 2. Here. Okay. Okay, good. So that's the thing I was going to tell you, that because I was in a rush, I didn't kit this project, which I usually do. I always have all of my threads ready for each for each project, but this time I didn't do that, so I'm I'm searching for all the threads around me from all the different projects, and I'm picking the pieces 1 2 3 4 2 3 from everywhere. So I'm picking my threads from the organizers, from the bobbin cases, from everywhere. So it's a little bit chaotic, but well, I did what, thousand something stitches a day, so I think I did pretty good. And it was actually fun. One day I did 2000 and I was very excited about it, but when I hit like 1800 count, you know, my ass was already sore from all the sitting, and I really want to quit, but because I wanted to have 2000 stitch in a day, so I sit through 200 more of stitches, and then yeah, I hit 2000. Yay, that's my personal best. But I don't think the last 200 stitches were enjoyable because I was in pain already. So, what's your personal best? Do you count? Do you memorize your progress? Or I've always like, oh, there's one more stitch. I'm like always like wow to seeing the stitchers having their stitchy diary. Like yeah, I wanted to do that. I actually tried to write down what I stitched on, how long I stitched for, but I did it just for I think 1 week, and then I stopped and never get back to it again. So I'm not that kind of person, but I love to see the people who can do that. I wish I could do that. So I was already thinking about the frame, and I know that their apartment is a little bit like, you know, very modern, furnished modern way. So I was thinking about the silver frame, silver something, or gray, I don't know. Yeah. Let's see how it will go. So let me tell you something about this particular ballet which she is dancing. This is actually apart from a Sleeping Beauty. She's dancing Princess Aurora. It's from the first act. This part is from the first act, and it calls a Rose Adagio. And why? Because Princess Aurora, she's dancing on her 16th birthday, and on that day there are like 4 young princes who are actually, how do you say that? She should pick one of them to be her husband. So in the real world, if you think about it, 16 years old girl picking up picking her husband on her birthday. What a story, right? But well, anyway, yeah, and she's dancing with these princes, and each of them has a rose, and they are giving her those roses, so that's why it calls Rose Adagio. It's a really beautiful part of that ballet, but it's really pity that after that beautiful scene and all the happiness about it, around it, there is a dark scene when she will well stick the needle, or not needle, something, right? Rose, or what was it? And she will sleep for 100 years. And then she wakes up after 100 years, still beautiful, still young, even she's already 116. So well, yeah, what to tell you. The ballet stories are really crazy, I think. Once you are a beautiful princess turned to be a swan, another time you sleep, you wake up, you're 116 and you're still beautiful and young. So yeah, if you think about it, that's a funny things in these stories. So yeah, I'm actually stitching a Princess Aurora on her 16th birthday. So as you can see, now I'm stitching in this 20 stitches block, and in in here everywhere I stitch like 20 20 20, but on her face, okay, let's see her face. On her face, because a lot of detail there, I used the snake method because I didn't want to make any mistake, because one mistake will make I think a big difference. So I was actually working this almost 30 stitches in a row with the snake method, but because as you can see there is a dark colors on her left side of the face and dark colors on the right side of her face, which if I will, it's not in the middle, so I will need to pull the thread under every time. So first time I did something like, different snake method, that on the right side, on the left side, I had one dark color, which with this color I stitched only the left side, and I was using the snake method, and when I get to the same color on the other side, I start a new thread here. So I had actually two same threads to same color of the threads on both sides. So I was doing snake but using like left side and right side differently, and that was kind of interesting. And well, I didn't make a single mistake there. So for me, definitely snake method is not a fast way to stitch, but it's most for me, how do you say, you have most control of what you're doing, I think. Well, it takes more time, much more time than what I'm doing now, stitching like a cross country inside of the 20 by 10 block. And because actually this part is kind of, yeah, there is a lot of threads, but mostly there is just like 5, maybe 6 colors in each, you know, the part, so it's really easy and faster to do it this way. I don't think I would ever reach 2000 stitches with a snake method for one day. That's, I think, impossible. No, possible, but I wouldn't be able to stand up next day. So now can you see the thread from other side, from the back of the fabric is showing, so I will just try to avoid it and come from a different hole. Okay. For me this is very, very relaxing pattern, and it really, I have great motivation, how do you say? Okay, I don't know how to say. I will put it down here. Yeah, that's the word I was going to say. To finish it really fast. Well, it was supposed to be ready tomorrow. That's what makes me sad, but I'll tell her, like, sorry, I'm making something for you, but it's not ready yet. So that's the best I can do, or say to her. And I was thinking, should I show her the picture? Like, I'm almost done with it. So I'm still thinking about it, like, this will be your present. But maybe not, no, I don't know. What do you think? Oh, actually, I tried to record a video of me stitching yesterday. The first video was, I started to record when everybody was still sleeping. It was early in the morning. And I just opened my eyes and I said, like, okay, let's do this. But because I didn't have my morning coffee, and I said, okay, I did like 30 minutes stitching, and I was going to edit the video, and while I was checking it, it was like, oh my gosh, this can never be uploaded, because I found that I was stitching this shoulder, and I started with mistake, which I didn't realize. Really didn't. I mark it wrong way, and I was continuing with it like nothing happened. So then I, of course, have to delete everything, and I have to actually frog a little bit. Not frog, I didn't frog, I stitched over. So yeah, that's another thing I'm doing. If it's possible, I will not frog the stitches. I will not try to rip it off, because yeah, it will be just a mess. But I find the stitch which is stitched with the wrong color, and I stitched over it. So it's just, that's, if it's possible, I'm doing that. And it doesn't bother me. It's actually this part. If you touch it, yeah, I can say that there is little bumps, because there are like double stitches. But other than that, it will be in a frame, so nobody will touch. Oh, What am I doing? Wait. Talking too much? No, I'm correct. Okay. So nobody will touch it. Nobody will know. And that's how I correct my mistakes, if that's possible. Okay, need to concentrate. Where am I? I stitched this too. Let me mark it because I'm lost. Here I stitched this side. We did this. And now we did this. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We stitch this one too. Let's clear them and okay. Okay, I'm good. So that was my first try to make a video yesterday. Then after that I was really shocked that I need to do a new one, and I definitely need to concentrate, so maybe talk less or drink more coffee. I thought that I'm good. I started at and wait. One, two, three. Oh, there is already stitch. Okay, so that's it with this guy, I think. Okay, and because there are stitches already here, so if I if I cut it, I know we can park it. Okay, no problem. Let's park him here. Okay. So yeah, the second try was also mess. And I just wanted to make a video of me almost finishing this one, so doing it now. Hopefully if I will try to upload or edit, I will not find so many mistakes. But if you do, feel free to tell me or don't tell me. Anyway, I just hope you can enjoy this upload too. And as you can see, we are on her side, so this is actually all the background. So these are the last stitches of her right torso. And we are like 28 minutes already. So let me finish this color with you, and I'll stitch a little bit more. So hope you can find something interesting in my today's video too. If not, sorry. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to finish her as soon as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm really looking forward to go back or stitch on my Heaven and Earth design project. I really miss them. Actually, I'm realizing now when I was not stitching on them for so long. So did I miss them? Yeah, I do. So after finishing this, I'm definitely going to go for it. So thanks for watching, everyone, and hope you have a beautiful day. Happy stitching, and see you soon, and tell me how you liked it. Bye.